Well, hey there. Let's work on our, well, it's the last one I'm filming. I'm not sure if it's the first one you're watching. But let's work on our penguin card. Is he not the cutest and coolest? I mean, look at those shades, right? All right, so here's what you got. All right, so you have, in your envelope, you have your white base, which can just get folded right away. And then you have your fresh Freesia piece, which is going to end up going up here. You may or may not want to adhere that just yet. That's up to you. You have these 3 little designer series pieces. Now what they're going to do is they're going to go on this postage stamp. One. Okay. So you've got a piece of Misty Moonlight to do your 3 postage stamp pieces. All right. And then these just go right onto those. So let's grab our adhesive. Now this designer series paper is the free paper you can get with Celebration. Now, right now the Penguin Punch is on back order, and I'm not sure when he's going to be available again. But what you might want to do is do your $50 order, get this paper, and then when the punch is back in order, or the bundle is back in order, then get that then. That might be the easiest way to do it. Okay, so you're just going to put those right on there like that. And if your piece happens to have, you know, a little critter that you really like, go ahead and use it if you want. Mine just didn't happen to cut in a way that worked that way. And I liked these little patterns. So these will eventually go on here. Okay. All right, let's punch our penguin pieces. Okay, so here's what we need to do. We need a strip of white because we need to do our little guy over here, like that. Okay, that becomes his tummy and his face. Okay, then we're going to go this way so that we don't, like if I faced this way, I would lose this piece. So you want to be conscious of how you're punching that, okay? And yeah, you're going to get a bunch of little pieces. That's okay. So here's his body, okay? Then we have a little piece of pumpkin pie, so we can do some feet. 1, 2 little feet, okay? Then here's the tricky part. How do you get those shades? So what you do is you take a really skinny piece of black and you're just gonna punch this very top, and you really don't need much unless you want really big shades, okay? And you can always trim them later. This is a 1/2 inch strip, and I'm not even using the whole thing. You could almost do a 1/4 inch strip, okay? And you're just gonna punch the very tip top of that body so you have shades. Then you don't even have to stamp his eyes because you can't see him anyway. All right, so let's put our little guy together, and we do need to do some stamping because he does need a beak and a bow tie. So let's get those in here. So here goes his body, okay. Then I'm going to use his little beak and some pumpkin pie ink. And we'll just stamp him a little beak to hold up his sunglasses, okay. And then we'll grab the Misty Moonlight ink and we will stamp his bow tie and also the greeting. There's his little bow tie. Very dapper. All right, let's grab that greeting that says, "To the coolest friend ever." And this guy sure does look cool with his shades. Now, what you might want to do so that you can slide some of that greeting piece over, or you can just cut it off, you're going to want to go farther to the right when you go to stamp that. Okay. All right. Now I'm just going to take my snips and give it a little bit of a banner. Like this. Whoops, I went a little too high. There we go. There. Okay. All right, let's grab some glue dots and put our little friend together. So cute. Oh my gosh, just so cute. All right. So I find it easiest to put the feet onto the glue dot like that. And I find to just give them a little twist to get them back off. Okay, there we go. And just put those shades right there, like that. Oh, so cool. All right, let's get his feet on. 1 foot. There was a Dr. Seuss book that started that way. 1 foot, 2 feet. Something like that. Anyway. Oh, he's just so cute. I can't stand it. I love him. I love him. All right, so let's add the fresh Freesia up there at the top. So not, you know, touching the top necessarily, but definitely closer to the top than the bottom. Okay. And I find if I kind of add these, it doesn't really matter which order they go in. But if I do about the same here on one end and about the same on the other end, down here, I can then put my middle one and make the space even. If I start with the middle and I'm not in the middle, then that can be tricky. But the spacing here is likely to be smaller, and if that's an issue for you, just don't touch everything down hard. Don't press everything down hard, and move those other ones out. Okay. All right, so let's add our little penguin friend with some dimensionals here. 1 on his head and maybe 2 on his body. Whoop, that might be a little close to that flipper there. There we go. Okay. There. And he can go right over here. He can kind of cover the fact that that space is a little bit skinny. So you can go right there, and then we'll use some edge or mini dimensionals. I happen to have full-size ones, so I'll just cut a piece of the edge and put that under here. And let's see, now it's not going to let me slide too much under there. I didn't plan the dimensionals real well. That's okay. If I have to, I can always cut a little bit more off. And just barely tuck it under there, because we have plenty of room out to the side. To the coolest friend ever. And then you can add, if you want, some of the frosted and clear epoxy dots, or the opal rounds would look good. Any of those things. So let's just pop a few of these on. One. Oh, that's a pretty big one. There we go. Let's put that one over here. And one more little one over there. Whoa. There we go. Okay. So there you go, our cute little penguin. Hope you guys like that one.